Morning. Here we are. Thursday. Oh, December 7th, 2023. And where's this? My video diary. Brooke Lopez. Oh. No, it says Brooke Lopez play tonight. I think he does. No. So the Warriors won last night. That was good. It was a little tenuous there for a while. I had my concerns. I was like, oh, fellas. Oh, fellas. But you pulled it out. You did. You pulled it out. It was like getting a redwood splinter. Finally, it came out. You finally got it out. Oh, and Clay was wearing those tennis shoes I like. Yeah. hmm Oh my God. Yesterday, I was continued working on these jewelry pieces that go with the Dreamscapes series. And so I'm going to be calling these Dreamscapes. They're going to all have the same title because they're all part of the same family of works, right? But there's one piece I'm working on right now. It's going to be a bracelet and earrings. And I got the bracelet done yesterday. Tiny, tiny. Oh, tiny, tiny. Oh, tiny, tiny little stones. Like stones the size of the head of a pin with tiny, tiny little holes in the middle of them, you know? Oh my God, stringing those. 3-strand bracelet. Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought I was going to scream. I thought I was going to scream. I did. I had to walk away a couple times, come back. Oh, the tiny little French bullion wire. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go in today. I have other stuff. Other stuff I want to take care of. And I really need to catch up on this laundry before this weekend because there's other stuff I need to do this weekend. Then catch up on laundry. Oh my God. So hopefully I'll be able to do that today. Yeah. Oh. And then tonight I'll make the risotto. How about them apples? Risotto and salad. Oh. Oh. I don't know. Yesterday I had heartburn. Like, it was so bad. It was just, it was just awful. It's menopause. It's the menopause. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, massage gun. Yeah. And I was able to finally give myself a chiropractic adjustment. So sitting and working on the jewelry, it's kind of like painful on the back. And so, and I was feeling kind of sore to begin with because the rain yesterday, and oh my gosh, the weather. My hip was on fire. My foot was hurting down where I broke it, and I just, I was just all kinds of a mess. I was, but I finally got a chiropractic adjustment to happen. So, oh, the mid back is the hardest for me to adjust myself. I can usually get the upper back and I can usually get the lower back. The mid back, the thoracic spine is most difficult for me to adjust myself. So, oh, yeah. So I finally got that to happen. And after like struggling with getting that adjustment to happen and then sitting and working on that bracelet, oh my God, I was ready to scream and I was just exhausted, you know? I was just totally exhausted after that. Oh my God. So I came home last night, made dinner, we watched the Warriors win. Yeah. Yeah, last night I made a purple cabbage coleslaw, and sweet potato air fries. I really like the air fry function for sweet potatoes. Yeah, I really, really do. Yeah. What do I do with the sweet potatoes? I just cut the sweet potatoes into discs, and then I toss them with just enough like Pam to make them sticky, so that when I toss a little bit of salt and hey, mister, how are you? He gave me cat vomit kisses last night. Sassy threw up and he ate it, and then he came and kissed me. I was like, oh. Tea in the Christmas mug.
Christmas tea.
I don't know if it's Christmas tea, but it's tea in the Christmas mug. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? My big old fat head. Oh, saying. Um. Oh, the air fries, sweet potato air fries. Yeah. And so I toss it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I have a couple spice mixes. And I didn't make things real spicy last night. Um. So this one had this spice mix. It has clove in it, and it has cumin, and it has ginger, and it has some Berber pepper. But the Berber pepper isn't always. You have to have a lot of it in order for the Berber pepper to be real hot. It's just got a little bit of flavor. So, and it wasn't a whole lot. And so I have this spice mix, and all this stuff's like ground down real fine. Um, and I tossed that on the sweet potatoes, and then air fried them. And I air fried fake burgers, Beyond Burgers. We didn't have any bun or anything. I had the bed of coleslaw, and I put the burger on top of the bed of coleslaw, and then um, tomato slices and red onion slices. And then had that with the sweet potato air fries. It was good. It was good. Yeah, and easy. It was real easy, real easy meal to make. Didn't take long. When I came home from work, I flipped laundry that needed to be flipped, and put together all that stuff, and I put the burger and the sweet potato fries in the air fryer for like 15 minutes. That was it. And the coleslaw was ready. I made the coleslaw. Oh, the coleslaw the dressing in the coleslaw is, I use mayonnaise and some soy sauce and some lime juice and ginger powder and garlic powder and onion powder and sesame seeds, sesame oil, and cilantro. So I whisked together the dressing, and then I used the mandolin to shave the cabbage into it, the purple cabbage. Um, I didn't have any carrots, or else I would have shredded carrots in there too. I didn't have any carrots. And so then that's the salad. Yeah, he's at Duke's mayonnaise. Oh my God, that Duke's mayonnaise. Found that Duke's mayonnaise. How did I find the Duke's mayonnaise? Well, I was reading reviews of condiments online, and there were all these people talking about this Duke's mayonnaise, and I was like, "What? We're to talk about this mayonnaise. How would mayonnaise be good?" Because I've never been a big mayonnaise fan. I ordered some. Oh my God, it is Duke's mayonnaise, man. Changes the mayonnaise game. Yeah, Duke's mayonnaise. Oh my God. Yeah, so when I make my salad dressings now, coleslaw dressings or whatever, or make my deviled eggs or whatever, my potato salad has to be Duke's mayonnaise. Has to be. Yeah. 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 So in the refrigerator, I have one broccoli crown. I have 8 Brussels sprouts. I have one slicing tomato. I have a bag of peeled garlic. I have 2 heads of romaine lettuce. I have a package of blackberries, and then I have half a red onion, a whole sweet white onion, and I have some rice. So, and then I have some other dried things. And in the freezer, I don't think I have any fake meat in the freezer, but I have lots of beans. And I have a brick of tofu. So I'm just thinking like maybe hold off on the risotto because that can wait the longest. I need to use that broccoli. I need to use that broccoli so I could do broccoli and Brussels sprout and red onion stir fry and air fried cabbage, or not air fried cabbage, air fried tofu and rice. We could have that for dinner tonight. And I would use those vegetables that need to be used. Yeah. I think that sounds good. Could also, I have some eggs down there. I could do another um like a broccoli quiche, except that I'd have to make crust because I don't have any potatoes. Or I could just do a cornmeal dusting sometimes I spray the pie pan. So sometimes I spray the pie pan with Pam and then dust it with masa flour and then put my quiche ingredients into that. And then when it bakes, that I get just a little cornmeal skin on the outside of the egg. It's real nice. Yeah, so I could do that. Maybe I'll do that for breakfast and lunch. Like I'll have that for brunch, breakfast and lunch today. And then just, I don't like wasting food. And yeah, and I like making sure that there are healthy things to eat, right? Yeah. I still have a little bit of purple cabbage left too. So if I did the broccoli in a kind of a quiche this morning, then I could do stir fried cabbage and Brussels sprouts with air fried tofu and rice tonight. And then there are two small heads of romaine, so make the romaine salads and the risotto then tomorrow. Although Friday's not good for risotto because I get home from work and risotto takes a long time. It does. Risotto takes a long time. So maybe I'll do a bean soup and salad and I can save that risotto for Sunday. Oh, you got a meal plan. You got a meal plan. You do. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just going out to dinner all the time and it's so expensive. That is so expensive. That's an expensive way to eat, right? And besides that, you don't know everything that goes into your food when you have somebody else when you're going out to eat all the time, right? You don't have any control over how much oil or butter or sugar or whatever, right? I don't use a lot of sugar. I don't use a lot of sugar, although I've been thinking about sugar, so I'm gonna have to get some sugar because I've decided I'm gonna make peanut butter cookies for Christmas this year. My Christmas cookies are gonna be peanut butter cookies, chocolate dipped peanut butter cookies, chocolate dipped cannabis peanut butter cookies. Yeah, so that's one of the things I told them I'm gonna do this weekend is make my can of butter. Yeah, for the cookies. Yeah, and I don't give those away. Those are just for us here at the house. So like I'll make them, and some of them will go into the freezer because you can't have all those cookies just sitting around, right? It's craziness. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll have to get some sugar to make those cookies. But, Christmas time is probably when I buy the most sugar. I buy like a bag of sugar and it lasts me 6 months. I really don't use that much sugar. When I bake bread, when I start my yeast, I add like a teaspoon of sugar, maybe. maybe. Yeah. When I start my bread, um, I put in my yeast, a little bit of sugar, um, a quarter cup of flour, or the flour mix that I'm using for the whatever the bread is, and the salt, and then the hot water or the warm water, and I cover it because I like the salt to be dissolved at the very beginning. I don't like adding the salt later. I like the salt to develop from the very, very beginning. And so I let that foam, and once that gets all nice and foamy, then I add my oil, if I'm using oil in my bread, because not all of my breads have fat in them. Like if I make French bread, it doesn't have any oil. It doesn't have any fat in it at all. Um, yeah, that's just a wet dough, a watery wet dough. Yeah. But most of the Italian breads I make, the focaccia and the pizza dough and everything, that all has oil. Those doughs, I put oil in all of those doughs. I know you don't have to tell me about the laundry. He's over there. He's over there sniffing the pile of laundry. I just got. I still have laundry downstairs that I'm working on. Those towels are down there now. He's such a peanut gallery. He comes in. See my laundry hamper is a little bit overflowing, a little bit. And he comes in and he sniffs at it, and then he looks at me all judgmental, like, what are you doing with your time? How about you grow some thumbs and you do the laundry, mister? I could use some help with it, you know. Oh my God. Yeah, so one painting that I did a piece for yesterday, it's like the other day I was talking about how my mother-in-law was angry at me for praying, saying rosary while my father-in-law was dying, and talking about malas and things. And malas frequently, people wear them around their wrist. People don't wear rosaries around their wrist so much. But I made this like mala style rosary to match the one painting. So the painting is the second painting in the series, Dreamscape number 2. That's from the dream that I had, just before the news of the Sudanese civil war broke out. And there's the boats that have all of the dead bodies in them. And so I made like a mala style rosary, and the beads that are on that, I have these antique lamp worked, um, blue and red glass beads that I got, and I used those, and they're the exact same colors as in the painting. And then I have these yellow beads that are a very vitreous, um, glass. And the beads, I've talked about these beads before. I bought them, and I bought them from a guy, from an African trader at one of the gem shows. And they're from a tribe, and I can't it's horrible. I can't remember the name of the tribe. Anyway, they make these beads, and this is like a traditional craft, these yellow beads. And the glass is made from, a specific mineral content in the area where the tribe is from. And so it's like these yellow beads, they look like copal, but I mean the color is like the color of copal, but they're obviously not copal, right? They don't have any of the inclusions, or like they're obviously not. And they have this really interesting like warmness to them, um, because they're light. They're light, like almost like a plastic, but they're not plastic. They're glass. It's just they're 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 this clouded yellow, and they're really beautiful. Um, kind of they're just a really consistent color. Um, yeah. So anyway, I bought a strand of these from him, and they're all slightly different sizes. Yeah. So anyway, I used those beads, and the colors are exactly the colors that are in the painting. And the piece it just turned out really, really well. And on I knotted it on wax linen, and I knotted it in such a way so the decade beads aren't knotted in between. They're knotted at the end of each decade. And there's just a little bit of room so that you can slide the beads, and the glass makes a little nice little snap snap when you when you when you thumb through them. Yeah, it's a satisfying piece. It's a satisfying piece. It's kind of like an abacus. Yeah, you wrap it around your wrist like a bracelet, like a mala, and then you can incognito say your rosary. And I chose to do that for that piece because of all the dead bodies and the Hail Mary, pray for us sinners now at the hour of our death. Amen. You know, so, and then I made matching earrings. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of knotting, and it's knotting is challenging. It really is. It really is. Like I bought a bunch of silk for knotting recently. I haven't used any of the silk. I've been using linen. I've been knotting entirely on linen. I have a piece that was knotted on silk that was broken recently, a piece of mine. And that's why I ordered the silk, because I need to repair that piece. But it's like, ugh, a dog jumped up and gave me kisses and broke my necklace. And I was like, ugh. But what are you going to do? I'll be like, oh my God. You know, I'm just glad I didn't lose any of the pieces. Yeah. So when I have to take my hair down, I have to, I'm not sure, like, if I'm going to be able to do it myself, or if I'm going to have to get a hand, if I'm going to have to call her and make an appointment and go and have her help me do it. I don't know. I just want to say, huh? Yeah. It's still looking okay. It's starting to get a little fuzzy. So, I don't know. By the end of this coming week, it'll be time. I think it'll be time to take it down. Give my hair a rest and then change it out. I don't know. We'll see how my hair looks when I take it out. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Christmas. Yeah. That Pretenders song. He's gone 2,000 miles. It's very far. The snow is falling down. It's colder day by day. I miss you. The children were singing. It must be Christmas time. Yeah. Anyway, I guess it's time to get moving with the day, huh? Me and my fatness. Time to get moving.